Hello, everybody. So today we are going to have a lot of fun with OO. So we covered the OO basics in one of the previous videos. So today is going to be all about action, like the real stuff. I have things that I needed to do, and I need them to be repeatable. I need them to be simple, and I need to construct them actually from scratch, more or less. So we will do more or less that. So let me show you the scene. First of all, I'm using OBM and I have a new application for demo that I'm building. Everything is fine and everything great, but I need to use OO in order to simulate failures on a monitored application. So my software would basically go and react to it, right? Notify me that something is down, that the resources are overflowing or something like that. And I need OO to be able to trigger all of those issues for me. So instead of giving the user access to the real host with root and everything, I'll just give them the OO runbook that does only one action that I control. So I need to construct that. But also, my target application right now it's failing. It has like a small bug in it that causes this thing to spin. And the fix is rather simple. If I'll go to the application and I'll go to the standard Tomcat location. Basically, if I will delete the account services, the account service directory, it would be recreated automatically by Tomcat, and it would solve the issue. So this is exactly what I need to do. And you know what? Since it's failing sporadically, I don't have control about it, at least at the moment. I will let the users do it too. So this would be my first flow. Very simple. Restore the application to a functional state, regardless of what I needed to do later. Just a small fix for the users. So we'll go pwd. And then and then I'll go on which RM, although RM, I don't think it's, USRB and RM, it would just work. So the command would be RM minus force recursive, okay, and then the whole path, because I don't want it, to guess the path. And this is my command. This is the command that I wanted to run remotely. Fantastic. So now I'll go to my trusty OO designer and I'll create a new project. I'll call it AOS stress scripts. Okay, fantastic. And in the AOS stress scripts, I'll create a new folder. Oh, come on. I'll go with a new folder and I'm going to say flows, just flows. And I'll create the new flow, not a folder, sorry. I'll create a new flow. And it's going to be, oh, come on. Fix AOS, I guess this is the name of the application, right? So fix AOS spinning circle problem by user. Okay, yeah. Basically, I'm utilizing the name to say what I need. I need them to do. So yeah, to do so, we'll go to the operations. Or is it utility operations? No, it's just operations, operating systems, and it's just going to be a simple command. So it's going to be Linux. Is it scripts, shell, PowerShell, Perl, Solaris? Is it Linux, Red Hat? Process operations. Probably I'm going to the wrong direction over here. Yeah, run service, run process, get process list. Now this is very, very specific. There are more generic stuff like remote command execution. There we go. So remote command, maybe it's even remote SSH command. Do we have a remote SSH? Windows RAS, SSH samples. Yeah, remote command probably should work. So I'll toggle this to be the single response, meaning that I don't need to do anything when it fails, right? Usually when you design an OO runbook that's complex, you have a logic inside. If it's okay, then do this. If it's failed, try something else. This is a simple script, so I don't really need to do that. And I'll go and I'll bring the result success, and I'll connect them. And also I don't need to toggle it's starting one. Okay, fantastic. So this is the remote command that we're going to use. And now it's time to create some defaults for it, right? So we will go to the properties and we will have several defaults. So one of the defaults would be username. Okay, no, it's gonna be ext or external username. Why do I want to distinguish the name of the variable? Because if it's used somewhere internally, I would get confused about what is it that I'm transferring. But this is a name that's unique. I invented it, so I'll know to spot it in every place of my work, so I wouldn't get confused about where the variables come from. So first of all, it's going to be ext username, and then it's going to be ext password. All right. Then I'm going to specify ext host name. All right. And then the last one would be the command itself, because, well, do I want it to be a variable, really? No, I do not. No, you know what? I want it to be a variable. I want it to be a variable, so it's going to be ext command. Why? Because sometimes people ask me for runbook, so if I'll control it from the outside, at least I can share my work with everybody else, right? So that's going to be the ext command, and also I'll make it use constant. So this one is required, and required. I'm going to say that username is prompt the user, and it means that in the integration, it would expect this parameter to be transferred to it. Okay, and this is also prompt user, and this one is prompt user, and this one will use the constant, and the constant would be basically yeah, the command itself. This is the command. All right, so let's go to the design itself. So this is what makes all really hard to control, because you see, this is you see how that looks like? Looks exactly the same when I click on this, right? It's just the same GUI, but different things. So the host is actually going to be assigned from ext hosting. The port is not important. This is going to be the ext username assigned from UC. So I'm just specifying where to get the value. The password is going to be from password. Protocol, enter protocol, is it required? Okay, so it's not assigned, so we're gonna say, what does it require? Let's see the description. Description protocol, the protocol to use, okay, so SSH. We'll specify the protocol as constant. And I'm gonna say SSH in capitals, I guess. Then timeout, I don't really care, should I? Use the constant, doesn't matter, run immediately. What else do we have? Yeah, here's the command, is assigned from external command. Arguments, no arguments really, private key as a host. Okay, everything else is just controls for various variations of it. Cool. So we'll go with the local connection, we'll save the changes, and we'll let it run. Okay, execute. So this is the debugger, and the username is going to be root. This is going to be the password, and it is the wrong password. It's not the right way to do it. So we'll close, we'll stop, and here's the first mistake, right? Instead of using this as a password, I made it just normal thing, right? So we will input type, sign is constant, sensitive data. There we go. So this is sensitive data, and now when I run the debugger, it would conceal the input, right? Password. Yeah, you see, this is nicer, and it's not just me being pedantic about you not seeing my password. No, it's actually when you integrate OO to other products, when the field is considered to be sensitive, on the other system, someplace else that integrates with OO, it still would type everything with asterisks, and this is really nice because now you control security on some other systems like outside of your control. So this is just very, very nice. So it's going to be root, there's going to be password, and the host name is going to be AOS Web 1. And hopefully, since they sit in the same cluster, I can use just this name without appending the suffix. All right, continue. Go, 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 go. Okay, enter value for return immediately false, false, false. So I need to specify those as to be run as sudo. Okay, so I need to remember to remove those three. I'll take a screenshot of it. Just easier to do. And we are going to test the server. Test the server really fast. Go here. Go. Control U L L. Well, did it work? No, it did not. All right. Okay, so the debug probably would fail, and remote command SSH does not allow return immediately to be set. Return immediately. Okay, and then something else, and then something else. SSH does not allow a return immediately to be set. Whatever it means, we'll have to debug it. So something related to the remote command widget that I used. So timeout, return immediately. Boolean, false, default, true or false. Default, true or false. Okay, return immediately, what it means. Go to description. SSH, and then can we do the timeout, default value, return immediately. Only for a local protocol. If true, the application executes the command and returns the results immediately. It does not wait for the command to finish. Oh, okay, so we need to specify that it's false. So it's constant false. Okay, and then run a sudo false. And the command itself, well, there was like a third thing, pty. So we go to description and we say pty. What's pty? Command to run pty. Specify where's used by SSH goes here. Okay. Well, beats me. SSH pty. What it means? SSH pty. P, why SSH command might also counts pty. I have no idea. Where is it? PTY, remote machine is get by login. This is PTY, so it sends so many on remote machine information from it from SH to the local machine, machine PTY, just TTY, but information sent to PTY is not printed on the local screen, but directed to SSD, then sends it to the connect. Okay, so PTY true, okay? Basically, it means that where the output goes. So we're gonna say inputs, PTY, use constant, and we're gonna say true. Okay, whatever it means. So now we will save, we'll restart it, we will go with root, and then it's going to be like this. Okay, and our hostname is going to be AOS Web 1. Continue. There it is. Okay, SSH does not allow return immediately to be set. Should I? I mean, what's the problem? Return immediately to be set. Okay, I'm having a feeling that I might want to use a different remote command than this one because that one is a little bit weird. So let me look for something else. Templates. Like, okay, there was a thing that we could use. Let's see, search. We search for SSH. No, actually, we're going to search for command without the SSH part. All right, so let's see what it found. See what it found. Start SSH command operation. So, okay, so we have this thing. Let's look at it for a second. Does it have anything? Okay, it has SSH command. So I'm going to delete this one and I'll try to use the SSH command. So it's going to toggle single response, set start step. So it's going to, so all we know that this is where we start, and we'll go and we just learn. So external host name, fantastic. The command external command. PTY false true, use PTY, use constant true. True, yeah, I think it's not key sensitive. Username is going to be external username, and this one is going to be external password. Arguments, private key, code session, okay. Save debug, all right. So as you see, there is like multiple runbooks that might, multiple components of runbooks that you can use. And I want to believe that this is the right one. I think I'd used it in the past, but I never used the command that was asking for a specific protocol to be used, frankly. That was completely new for me. So password AOS web 1, continue. Close SSH, yeah, true, continue. Did it work? Did it work? Did it? Oh, okay, time to test it, Did it work? March 1, yeah, yes it did. Date, 12:54. Yeah, we did it. So we'll see. Let's see if it got the issue fixed. If yes, I'll be happy. If not, we'll find out. Okay. I think it did. Because previously it was created on March 1st. I remember that one. But then, yep, 12:54. So that pretty much should have been the thing. Okay. Right. So I'm not sure. So I'm going to run it once more because why not? And I need to fix the command, so I'll fix it. Always just get your debugging to a point where you are certain. Right, so it's going to be port, PTY, username, password, arguments, private key, timeout, close session, use constant, true. Okay, we're gonna say true, although, yeah, true is good enough. So let's run it once more. We go to the debugger, we'll check this to see if something has changed. This from now, let's refresh the application. Oh, come on, a little bit faster. That's fine. Okay, and yeah, run the command. I'm gonna say root. You know what? Yeah, next time. Okay, and then gonna be AOS web 1. Continue. True. Continue. All right. And yeah, now we know that it deleted it. then it's just too fast. Okay, fantastic. So before we say that this thing is done, we'll go to main details and prompt user, but we also are going to specify that it has a default. Okay, so prompt user system otherwise prompt user use constant root. Okay, all right. Otherwise, so if it's not assigned, then it's going to be prompting user, right? So this one has content constant, and then let's see, do I have it here? No, it's constant input. So usually it has two conditions, right? What where to assign from. So I can create more variables, but I don't want to. Okay. So we will prompt the user. That's okay. We're not going to use constant over here, but in case we need it to be executed automatically, we otherwise assign from, or otherwise username is going to be otherwise use constant, and it's going to be a root, I think. Right, so it's either assigned or not. Just makes my life a little bit easier. And yeah, fantastic. Save. We already know that it works. So this is our command number one. Okay, fix a spinning circle problem by user, but I'm not convinced that it's going to fix it. So I'm going to extend the command, and I'm going to say system ctl restart tomcat. Okay, just because. Maybe I don't need to do it this way, but probably I do. Okay, so we're going to run it just once more. Repeat, run, and then external username. Oh, it's required still. Okay, I'll address it a little bit different later. External value for password is going to be this. And then the host name is going to be, external host name is going to be AOS Web 1. Continue. Okay, and there it is. Oh, authentication failed. I mistyped something, so we're going to do it once more. Root is going to be, oh, come on. Okay, and I'm going to be AOS Web 1. Continue. Did it work? No, I ruined something. Probably here. On this part. On this part, yes. On the username, use the constant, and it's going to be prompt user. Okay. It's saved. Let's give it another try. Okay, username root. Going to be, and then the host name is going to be AOS Web 1. Continue. Now it should work. Did it? No. Separation. Authentication failed. How come it failed the authentication? So date is 1302, LL 1253. So something is fishy here. So let's go to properties and not assign, required from the user for sign from prompt user. No, so this one is going to be username. Okay, and password, I just use constant and assign to variable. Assign value is going to be like this. Okay, and save, run, refresh, run. Okay, and I'm going to be AOS web 1. All right, just a little bit simpler. And basically now you see that it's just do something and then it just fails. No, now it works. Okay, fantastic. So it should have restarted Tomcat, and also this thing should be working. So now Tomcat is going to be starting pretty soon. So there's the account service, and probably now it will fix it. Okay, we just need to let the whole application start up. Fantastic. So this is how a run book flow is created from scratch, right? There is also the whole other process of how to put it into OBM and map the values and everything else, which is great, but we'll do it in another video. So this would be the end of part 1 of how to create a workflow. Because we validated that it works and it executes everything that it does. And in case it doesn't fix my problem over here, that's to me to deal with the application, because normally this is how I would fix it. But for now, it just doesn't budge, so I have no idea what's going on with it. Maybe order, save pay, catalog. Maybe catalog should be deleted as well. So I'm going to expand the command to catalog too. So we'll go to external command, account service, and then we're going to specify this once more. I'm going to say catalog. Just make it a little bit more robust. All right. No, we actually fixed it. There was no need. Okay, so this was the fix. Usually, from my experience, I didn't need to restart to Tomcat, but you know what? In case it doesn't work sometimes, well, that would be my way to deal with it. So now I have my workflow done. This is my workflow, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll just remove this command from here. Not the command, just the whole part that I changed, because I don't need it anymore. And I'm done. All right, see you in the next one.